So, 2023 has been a great year for all of us in the tech space, right? 2023 has been a great year. Happy New Month to everybody. Today is the 1st of December. I'm really getting happy New Month. And today, guess what? Is the Smartphones Award ceremony for the event. 2023 has been a great year. We've had a lot of highs, a lot of lows. We've had major companies who are doing what they are often doing. They never change anything. They just keep on doing their good work. We've had a lot of major flops. I mean, bad flops that we might also talk about because they are so bad, and we'll talk about some. And we've also had a lot of great improvers, a lot of game changers that have now joined the market and are now producing good phones. So, without much explanation, without much talking, let's jump right into it and let's get impacted with intelligence on the best smartphones of 2023. So first of all, we'll start with the foldables category. And normal note, we often know Samsung is often the winner of the foldables category by default. When I mean by default, they've been the best for almost 4 years straight now. But it's time they get a new competitor in the market, right? It's time they get someone that can actually face them and be like, fine, I've made a foldable that is now better than yours, Samsung. And 2023 has actually been a kind of strange year for all of us. We saw the Google Pixel Fold, which was actually not a good foldable, so it couldn't stand beside Samsung. We've seen the Motorola edge-to-edge cover screen foldable. We've seen that of Tecno. They released both the flip and the fold. Great, but only one smartphone can actually carry this price, can actually go with the trophy of being the best smartphone of 2023, right? And that is the OnePlus Fold. The OnePlus Fold is what I would say is the best foldable for 2023. Far better than that of Samsung, because Samsung phones now, since they know that they are very good, you're not getting more like a 4% software upgrade, 4% camera upgrade, and a little bit of slight things still getting reduced in it. But the OnePlus Open is actually still the best foldable you can get in 2023. And why is that? Because first of all, it has a better price compared to the expensive price Samsung often give or Google gave to their own phone. This one has a better price compared to both of those. It has a better camera, a much better design, and finally a good software, which makes sure that that double space you have, that large screen you have, cannot juggle not just one, not two, but 3 different apps, 3 different things on the same screen as one, while still giving your phone the good battery life that it still needs. So it actually eliminates Samsung in this area, and I'm going to give them top-notch kudos to that for just eliminating Samsung at this area. So Samsung does need that. They have to upgrade more to be better. Yeah. And also, moving on to the best compact phone of 2023. You see, 2023, we have seen a lot of compact phone. Like on a normal note, the Asus Zenfone 10 is often supposed to be the winner for 2023, right? Asus often be the winner because they're often making these flagship spec phones, but now putting it in something that is having a 25% smaller body, making it comfortable for others to use more often. But 2023 is now, I would say, it's not the year they are going to win it. The Asus Zenfone 10 is actually not going to win it in this 2023, and that leads us to the winner, and that's going to be the Sony Xperia 5 Mark 5, and it's just very good. Why is it very good? It has a good camera, it's good battery, still giving you that size, not that small size that Asus will give you, but a bigger size. It has that very accurate screen to border ratio, and it's very good. Though it's not like Samsung whereby you get a 4-year upgrade support, but on this one you will get a nice shutter button, and you also get an headphone jack, which most phones don't give these days, right? But you also still get it as well. And also, it's going to give you a good battery life. When I say good battery life, not just the type you get on the Samsung, you are going to get great battery life on it. But still, there's another Sony phone that beats the Sony Xperia 5 Mark 5 in this, and that's going to be the Sony Xperia 10 Mark 5. Those names are too long. Let's have to call it Sony Xperia 10 Mark 5, and that's for just one single reason. The reason why I want to give it to the Xperia 5 Mark 5 is because the Xperia 10 Mark 5 is more cheaper than the Xperia 5 Mark 5. And why is that? The Xperia 5 Mark 5 is $1,000, but this Xperia 10 Mark 5 is just $400. So why don't you just reduce the price of that? But still, you know, there are still flagship classes and there are still mid-range class. So they are more like comparing, reducing it from, trying to give that separation between the flagship and the mid-range. So It's something that I won't actually talk about or debate about on here. And at the same time, can they not just please reduce the name from Xperia 5 Mark 5 and Xperia 10 Mark 10? It has to be a name change, please. So Sony, if you're watching this, please just give them a name change at that point. But still, we've gone through a few categories now. We still have a lot more to go. Which smartphone is the most improved? Which smartphone stands last year and can still stock this year, or stand last year and a better version of it has produced this year and can still stay at a very good position and still receive an award this year in their award ceremony? Well, we've seen a lot of smartphones being released. We've seen the Samsung Galaxy FE, we've seen the basic version of the Samsung Galaxy, we've even seen phones like Infinix, we've seen Tecnos, we've seen OnePlus phones, we've seen their flagship, we've seen Oppo flagships. But the Motorola Edge 30 Ultra stands out for some reasons. And some of those reasons are, first of all, it has the 144Hz refresh rate, a 200 megapixel camera, an OLED screen which is really super bright, an iron chip, and a 125 watt charging speed, which is going to be good for that $700 price is actually at. So treating Motorola like as if it's a small company is not actually what I would say is going to be a good thing on our side, because Motorola is so far one of the best selling smartphones that has ever been recorded, and nobody is yet or close enough to beat that gap. And then we move to another category of gaming. You see, gaming over the years has been improving from something like Candy Crush, things like Call of Duty, to now the Resident Evil Village that you now have something like that for 15. But smartphones are actually also getting more powerful. Games are getting more powerful each year. Smartphones are also getting more powerful each year. So they should be able to run these powerful games on their smartphones, right? So what are the best options? What is the or what are what are or what is the best option for you to know that this smartphone is actually going to be the best? What is the best gaming smartphone for 2023? And actually, the award often goes to Asus over the years, but in 2023 now, there are three options you can actually get. First of all is the Red Magic 8S Pro, which is an upper end mid-range phone, but with the price of an upper end flagship phone, but with the price of a mid-range. You are getting all the cool specs you need, but all the cool specs when it comes to gaming, software, your screen ratio, but there are some things it's just lacking, like no water resistance, no wireless charging, and an invisible front camera at the front. Though it's good for your gaming, but when then try to test the quality of it, you find out that it's actually really terrible. I mean, it sucks so bad. And then we have the Asus ROG 7 and the Asus ROG 7 Ultimate, which are still top of the line best gaming phones for 2023. And the difference between both of them is just simple. The phone 7 is about $1,000 and the phone 7 Ultimate is just $1,299. But why do we have to separate both? Well, the $1,299 just have a little vent at the back which allows extra air inside to cool the phone, and also a second rear OLED screen at the back, which is though not that great, but just to add a style of fashion to it. But among these three now, who is actually leading? Who is actually going to be the best flagship gaming phone for 2023? Well, that award is going to go to the ROG 7, because it's actually still better than the ROG 7 Ultimate itself, especially considering the price of that one. But ignoring all the words we've talked about, the major question a lot of people often ask every time when it comes to smartphone: who has the best camera? And some people are very committed to Samsung, some are very committed to Apple, some prefer OnePlus, some prefer Oppo, some people prefer Infinix, still picking those are the best. Some people prefer nothing, that those are the best for them. But me saying this, because everybody has their own opinion, me saying this may just be like just stay in my own perspective. It might not be what you actually pick exactly. And that is what the phone with the best camera in 2023 so far is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And there are three reasons for that. First of all is the zoom. Though it's not a new thing to smartphones, but this zoom, that 5 times zoom that they are not giving you, is not going to be, it's giving a much more impressive feelings to the camera, to your picture they are taking. It's going to give this genuinity, this realism to your photo. 2 is the 24 megapixel, which has not been upscaled, the 24 megapixel which has been upscaled from 12 megapixel. Though it's not going to actually improve the quality of your photo, but if you've been using an iPhone since, comparing the 14 cameras to the 15 camera, you find that there's a big gap and there's a big leap between that 24 megapixel of Apple and the 12 megapixel of the 14. There's going to be a big gap between them. And lastly is the portrait shots. You see, a lot of phones do portrait shots. Samsung do portrait shots, OnePlus, Xiaomi, Google phones do portrait shots. But there's no one that is yet as intelligent as that of the iPhone 15. And when I say so is because it can actually just give you this exact distinct focus on a picture and then blur, like extremely blur out the back, making sure that the one that you're focusing on is what you're focusing on. And thanks to, I would say, AI that often does use this and make sure that Apple does get the exact thing that they need and make sure that they stand out between their competitors when it comes to portrait mode shots in it. But still, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is a flagship phone, it's not a budget phone. Why don't we just talk about the budget phone? Because in 2023, there are a lot of budget phones. In fact, mid-range downward, everything. I list all of them as budget phones because, yeah, I'll call all of them budget phones. So, the thing now is, what smartphone, right? What smartphone will give you a flagship feeling while at a cheaper price? That's the meaning of budget for 2023. And there's only so far, I'll say, just one option, and that is the Xiaomi Poco X5 Pro, which is just for $280, and it's like a budget mid-range little phone, but you will get the specs of a flagship. And it's so good because it uses a Snapdragon 778G chip. It has a great screen, a brilliant screen that compared to that of flagship is also going to stand beside them. But that's a 108 megapixel camera, which is just going to be like that of a Samsung phone when you are using to take good shots. So like you still get this inner feeling of happiness in it. But ignoring all this, let's talk about the best mid-range of 2023. And when we're talking about the best mid-range of 2023, I'll say there have been a lot of options in 2023 for us to find out that what can actually be the best mid-range in 2023. Because mid-range is something that most companies now try to focus their attention on, and they also try to pay good attention to also. But let us just take it from those that are actually a little bit close to becoming the winner, and then moving to the winner itself. So, first of all, we have the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE, which is good, just like the base version of the Samsung Galaxy S23, but just has a bigger battery and a 2-year-old chip. That's the Exynos 2200, which is a 2-year-old chip that when it was only released 2 years ago was not that good, and now it's now on the phone. And then also charging $600 upfront for something like that should not actually really be the case. We have the Samsung Galaxy A54, which so far still one of the best media phones, the best-selling Android smartphone yet, still wasn't able to enter into that category. Also, one impressive one again, I just remembered, is the Nothing Phone 2, because it has good spec. The design was actually designed for, like, the manufacturers actually had the consumers in mind, but at the same time it actually didn't go that well in it, so it won't actually go. Also, we also have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus, yeah, one of the longest images I've seen on the phone. It's actually going to be really good, but I would have given the award to this Xiaomi phone. But the reason I won't give it is because it hasn't been launched internationally yet, so it's still only China's based launch. So we can't predict what they will launch on the other side of the world. It might be totally different. But we've given a lot of examples now. Who is actually going to be the winner? And that is going to be the Pixel 7a. Actually, the Pixel 8 could have been the winner, but considering the price and then how it starts to feel when you use it, you find out that no, this is not the winner like their other smartphones. But the Pixel 7a is so far still going to receive the awards for the best miniature of the year. And though you might get a little bit of caveat like a slower charging speed, but what you will get instead is also you get awesome pictures, you will get a good stereo speaker, you will get a good price, and that price is just a price of $500. And considering the fact that Google phone prices drop down faster, That $500, if you want to buy it now, you can still see for like 450, 439, while also still getting the free Google bots with it. So it's going to be something I'll say is still top notch. So after talking about all this, we've talked about a lot of winners. We've talked about a lot of people that have won in different categories. What about the losers? Before we move to the top straight flagship, this winner of 2023 smartphones award, let's talk about the losers in 2023. Smartphones that are actually terrible. First of all, we have the iPhone SE. Though not released this year, but since nothing has been released on top of it, if you see so far, their recent SE version. And there are two reasons why, I feel like there are more than two reasons why this phone is actually just bad. First of all, it is still sold for the same $429 that it was sold when it got released. There's no drop in price. It has a bad chipset, a poor screen, a poor camera, a poor battery. Everything about it is just poor. And still, Apple are not like inconsiderate, because I really think that there will be anybody that will actually go and buy something like that. Well, maybe just there for the for being there purpose. But I'm not thinking there's anybody that will actually go and buy something like that. Then we have the Google Pixel Fold. The Google Pixel Fold is not that a bad phone, but it's good on the software side, but bad on the hardware side. Like the crease is putting it beside a phone like Xiaomi or beside the phone like the OnePlus Open. You find out that the crease there is something. It's terrible. It does not open fully, and just having a bad concept when it comes to the hardware side. And at the same time, too, Google charging $17.99 on the phone is a little bit small of a catch, and very deep. So we've got known the losers. What about the winners? Who is actually going to win the best smartphone for 2023? And to be serious, I'm not going to lie to you, there are a lot of options. When I say there are a lot of options, there are a lot of options. We have the Samsung Galaxy S23 series, we have the Xiaomi series, we have the Apple iPhone 15s, we have the Vivo phones, we have good cameras, we have OnePlus Find X, we have the Sony phones, we have the OnePlus flagship, we have even a lot of other phones, we have the Nothing phones, a lot of other phones that has actually been released in 2023. But among all this, there's a reason why we are not limited to a few numbers of winners here. And that's the fact that China's phone companies are not trying to pull out from the Western market. So phones like Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus are not trying to withdraw themselves from the Western markets and making it difficult for us to like actually get the exact comparison we need. Take for example, the Xiaomi 14 Pro has actually been released in China, but someone like me know that yes, this phone has been released in China already, but still hasn't had an European or an Western side launch yet. Makes me want to be like, well, so a lot of phones are trying to pull out, and then the companies are not trying to do something like what they call a dual launch, where they launch the first one in China, then they now come to the West and launch another version. So like you get a launch after a launch has been done in China already, you get it in the Western side like 4 months later, which is not that bad. But at the same time, I don't think we are losing in anything actually. Like I don't think there's anything that we are losing in, because the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is still the best masterclass of smartphone you can actually get. It is still so far the best smartphone you can actually get. And why did I say so? That's because of a lot of things that I'll say Samsung has actually directly or more like pictured in it and made it the best. Take for example, you want good cameras, fine, you get it there. You want a top line screen, you get it there. You want software support for 4 years, you get it there. You want customization that can make you get lost in it, you will get it there. But I'll say the only weak link there is like how you get just this grayness of picture when you are taking photos or making videos in low light. Except from that, every other thing is a check on it, so it's going to get that award. But it's not going to be there alone, because the iPhone 15 Pro Max is actually going to share that spot with you. Not just because of the camera, which is mentioned earlier, which is also a part of it, but not just because of that, but because of the fact that you now get a better battery than that which was on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and also a USB-C cord, which can now make you to, we can now help you and worry less about one more extra cord. So you can now go around with just one USB-C cord. You charge your AirPods, charge your Apple Watch, charge your iPhone 15 Pro Max, even charge your MacBook, and with just that one cord. So what do you think? Is your best smartphone part of the list of what I mentioned? If yes, tell me in the comment section below. If it's not part, also tell me in the comment section below. 2023 has been a great year. We'll see in 2024. Please drop a sub to the channel. Jesus is coming soon. I love you all. Subscribe. Happy new month once again. My name is David. This is Impact Intelligence, and I will catch you guys in the very next one. Bye.